go. Welcome back to another painting table night. Tonight, we're working on some tiny dwarves, as you can see. Let's see here. We're gonna try to knock out all the Air Force they got going on here. So for that, I got a couple examples back here. Just real simple with the paint scheme. So like this, it's just a big old blimp. This is after it's been oil washed. This whole army got printed out for my fantasy campaign like a year ago, and the campaign ended before I needed more of them. So I figured I might as well paint more, and then I'm gonna try to find a way to use these as the Sky City dwarves. So I need a lot of this. Oh, and you know what? I forgot something upstairs. All right, we're still in the beginning. Be right back. Oh, here we go. New brushes. I figure it's been 6 months. I burned out my last pair, or my last set. So we get to break in some new brushes. The acrylic Artist's Loft brushes. All right. Whew. Okay, everything's getting where it needs to be here. So we're going to start off palette bone for a lot of all the blimps and the canvas and stuff for our Air Force. How is everybody doing out there tonight? Yeah, 10 millimeter tonight. It's a mix. Yeah, 10 millimeter. I'm using the biggest brush I got. The biggest new brush I got. At least for the beginning here. Okay, so using the stuff I already did as a guide. For the big ones, it's just going to be the blimp top. Is what is going to be palette bone. So we're going to knock out a lot of stuff pretty fast here. It's just so tiny. Good evening, Stephen. How are you doing today? All right. I got these things so closely ordered, it's hard to get them out of there. So we'll move all those there, and we'll kind of typewriter them back in there. So how's everyone doing today? It's Monday night at the end of, well, a short week if you're here in America, because we got 4th of July on Friday. I've already filmed this week's Friday night fight, and because it's 4th of July, should I don't know if I should like set that to premiere earlier or not. I'm banking on not. Jars. Well, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, when you do a whole bunch of 28 millimeter stuff, you forget how tiny 10 and 15 are. Yeah, I had my mom down or up from Florida this weekend, so I had to get up extra early. Well, last night I was playing on Tabletop Simulator till like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I had to get up at 7 to take them to the airport. So I am running on fumes. Uh, well, yeah, this is speed paint. We're starting to get a little foamy. That means I'm going too fast. We're going to be doing this speed painting style. So we're going to do one color at a time. And well, I don't think you guys want to see me just paint a bunch of canvas tonight, so I'll go through the canvas, and then after that, we'll move on to some dwarves. So these guys here, these are going to be one of the Sky City Dwarves ships. I think it's going to be. I'm going to use this for like the medium-sized one. So that's no, it is wings. Wings are canvas. I'll just have to worry about the top of them. So what do we want to talk about tonight? What's going on out there in the world? sure that's set right. Yep. Okay. Oh, all right. Yes, I am missing stuff here. Okay, contrast paint. You need some sleep man. Yes, I do. Do you have to do anything special with the STLs when printing at this size? Pre-supported versions worked, or do you have to generate your own supports? I believe for these I had to make my own supports. Those over there, I had to make my own supports for those. I just do light auto supports from the Chi2 box on those, and then yeah, those as well. Again, light auto supports worked on those. And then all the dwarves and stuff, those are all, I believe, Forest Dragon makes all the dwarves. Let's see, you have to do this. I don't get to watch the stream very often, but I'm so glad you do it. I really want to try some OPR at this scale. Yeah, this OPR at this scale, especially regiments at this scale, is really good. Who's the designer? Well, like I said, these are Forest Dragon, and these I got off of Thingiverse. Just dwarf airships. And when are we going to see these tiny dwarves in action? Soon. TM trademarked. Okay, hey, I finished another orc mob eked out at the end of the month. Feel good. We'll put up my thread in a bit. Marine juice wash drying at the moment. Yes, I need to, like, I've heard about this marine juice. I need to get on it. Alright, let's make sure my chat is actually updating. That was a whole bunch of stuff got sent that I didn't even see. Question marks. Is that about the marine juice? Yeah, it's like it's like a wash that goes over stuff. It's like some combination of things that looks especially good on Space Marines. So of course it's something. I bet you it's something I already know. It's just they're calling it something different, like slap chop. This was just underpainting when I started doing it. Underpainting and glazed. Okay, so these have got the tiny little wings. That's another thing too, is I printed these off so long ago and they were just hanging out down here, so they're covered in hair. Okay. Reichland flesh tone. This one's gonna need a little bit of love. It kind of got a little droopy, but I can fix that. Asphaltium. So you guys are talking about stuff I've never heard before. Okay, so let's do some dwarves. Let's see. I got a got a couple examples over here. So here's some of them I've already completed. This is actually a really simple paint job. And again, just cat hair was everywhere. Okay, so let's turn that down a little bit again. Of course, as soon as I turn the music up, it starts pumping. Alright, so we got Hoplite Gold. We got Polished Silver. And then for all of the colors, or for all the dwarf colors, we use prismatic bolts. All these have been oil washed, so that's why they kind of have a dark color to them. And then little dots of peachy flesh on the faces and beard colors. Okay, so yeah, I got that many dwarves already. And for the shooters, it's real simple. It's mostly brown. Make sure I'm not listening to anything. All right, let's dump that. And we are gonna we're gonna zoom the camera in too. All right. We're gonna try to do all 6 of these racks. We're gonna start off with peachy flesh, just to get it where needed. All that, a little drop of that. There we go. And then we're gonna use our new brushes. Real tiny brush. There we go. Oh, it's so nice of them. It came pre-split. You know, that's what happens when I get the cheapy cheaps. There we go. I can work with that. All right. I used to use that. I had it in big old 2-liter jugs because it was so easy. Took like 12 years for me to finally work my way through all of it. I guess, yeah, it would be great for airbrushing. Now, most normal people paint these before they rank them up or glue them to the bases. I was impatient. I'll get them all out of there eventually. Is there any talk about the Mission Jam coming up? I mean, I thought about being part of the Mission Jam. I mean, I might have like 5 good missions in me. And then, when they're looking for someone to hire, I'm like, oh, I could do something. But then I'm like, yeah, I would probably burn out. I'd probably burn out and just start phoning things in after like 2 months. Okay. Yeah, that could be a possibility. I don't know. I've never really submitted anything like that. Okay, that's all the flesh. Now, where do my paints go? Never fails. Okay. Now this is going to take a minute. Let's go ahead and go through with the polished silver for all of the metals. Bigger brush this time. All right, here we go. Let's say, so for these larger scale games, are all the models these groups? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a couple ways you could do it. You could do like you could say you're multi-basing them, and this would count actually as like 5 or 10 guys. Or, yeah, they are pretty difficult to paint without tiny brushes. But like usual, I'm going to lean on the washes at the end to really bring out the detail that I'm not going to hit all the detail as I'm off the screen. So you could do it multi-based where this is like 5 or 10 guys, or what I like to do in really big games is this will count as one model. So like a unit of 10 will have 10 of these in 2 ranks of 5. You mean the stuff that Tano's going to do for 3.5? I think those are a step in the right direction. Yeah, just some more added depth to the armies. In my mind, that's always a good thing. It will definitely be a change for a lot of armies. Just having stuff added, and like he said, he's going to be getting rid of undead, and maybe reworking. Hopefully, he's going to rework the morale and the points a little bit with that going away. Yeah, stuff like that's pretty cool. I'm sure the Dow won't lose all their melee elements. It'd be... I mean, that'd be near impossible to have an army without any melee in it. I mean, they can still use it in OPR. There'll probably be some kind of like... Well, he said a lot of the stuff is going to go to a purchasable thing. So, like, there might be a way that you can get the undead rule back on stuff. Yes, these are 10mm dwarves. These are going to be the foot soldiers for my Sky City dwarves. Ta-da! Once they get all their stuff. Once we get them all put together, we're going to have ourselves a game. One of these days. Yeah, and some of the stuff, like when I'm running Blessed Sisters and I'm running the Fanatic Sisters, I know they're not paying any points for Devout because Devout, just the way the army building works, Devout pings off of the weapon cost. So if they don't have any ranged weapons, they're not going to pay for it. But it just looks weird to me. Okay, next 10mm army I do, I'm going to leave them off the base before I paint them. These, I just got impatient. I got glue happy. Print them in strips. Yeah, they are printed in strips. Like this here, this is 2 strips that are glued to the base. So next time I'll just do them, I'll leave the strips off of the base so I can actually get to the front of the back rank. Awesome various prints. Ooh, I'll have to remember that one. I am always looking for demon files. The ones I have are nice, they're just not good. See, this is all I can do right now is just get the tops of the shields, but you know, the washes and the shadows, it'll take care of the rest of it. Mm-hmm. All right. Now, let's see. Do these even fit on my thing? It'd be awful great if they did. Let's go that way. No. Do they fit this way? Kinda. Okay. Starting to get a little crampy. And I'm falling out of love with this brush. Okay, let's go back to an Old Faithful here. There we go. Now we're talking. No, there's no. Well, I mean, there's. each one of the stands, usually there's like one or two supports out of the very end. Like this guy here in the back, he's going to need it on the bottom of his axe. But it's not... You're not going to have to go in there with tweezers. They are pretty easy to come right off. Yep, we're going to use these for OPR regiments. It's so much faster with that brush. Oop. No. One fell into the nothingness down here. Hold on. There we go. And they're back. There's so much detail in each of these little dudes. All right, Josh, have a good rest of the night. And believe it or not, there's only like 3 more colors on these. Absolutely. Ooh, war fleets. I mean, we could do more war fleets. It's just one of those. It's hard for me to find someone to play against up here that likes war fleets. I have to get Uncle C like enthusiastic about stuff like that before he'll play it. Otherwise, he'll go through the motions, but think what I have to do is I have to paint up some really kick-ass looking ships. Because if I go like extra hard on him on the paint jobs, then he will he'll get enthusiastic about it then. 9 times out of 10, that's all it takes for me. If something looks cool, I'm in. Yeah, I do. I have a tutorial, the basics on how to get it set up. If you just search in my videos for, I think the title is, you could play with anyone around the world. The title's something like that. But yeah, it gives you a quick and dirty which mods you need to set up Tabletop Simulator for OPR. And then as far as how to play with Tabletop Simulator, I mean, I don't even know all that. I just go in there and mess around with stuff. Flip the table a few times. No, you only need like 4 or 5. It's Force Org, or I forgot the name of the other one. It's something like Uthalan for the fantasy version of models. The OPR table, and then the scripting one, like TTS TO something. It's in the video there. Now, as far as like finding tables to play with, there are a few mods that you could look for that are like just map making ones. I know they have a Warhammer map making mod. It's pretty good. They've got a lot of terrain in there, but there are also quite a few like pre-set up ones. If you just search for like 6x4 table or Warhammer table, you can find the what's their scale, 60 by 44. You find the mods on the Steam Workshop. So right next to the big play button, when you go into your Steam library, it's going to be like a couple inches over from there. Okay, that is all the silver. Now, we're going to go in with, where are you at? Dark wood. Now we're going to do all the axes and hammer handles. This is where we're going to start to see some contrasting colors. This one. This is also where we start to pick up a little bit of speed. Oh, hello again. Awesome. Hello and good night. I forgot the rest of that stick over there. Oh yeah, the last one. I'm gonna bring that back. Stick. All right. Good night, Trainhawk. All right. See you Thursday. Alright, I told you we're going to start picking up speed. Next, we're going to go through with the blue color they have, which is this color. So make sure I clean this one out, otherwise we'll have just poop color. Alright. I'll have to pick up more of this. I'm almost out. I love how everything just gradually shifts over to the left. Plasma bolt, yes, and when I hit it with the brown wash, that's how it comes out. Ooh, I think this is what the color is. It might be different, but that's okay. This is a whole separate regiment. Now we're going to go through and hit some of the shields. Or hit all the shields, just some of them are carrying them. Okay, we're getting there. Ooh. Okay. Right. Okay, all right, that's it for the blue. Now, now we are going to go in with. Do you have enough stands to play War Mash as well as regiments? Well, yeah, this is just part of them. Quite honestly, I have only ever played one game of War Master. And that was like a demo before it all got shut down. Years and years and years ago. War Master was something I thought was really cool and wanted to get into it. But once GW shut down production of it, my gaming group back then was very much current thing hammer. So once it went away, nobody played it. I always forget something on these. The back side of the stick. There we go. Thank you all. They are fun sized. Yeah, sieges of this scale are pretty good. Like, they make more sense in this scale than they do in 28 millimeter or 32 millimeter, however you want to, whatever scale you want to put normal Warhammer Fantasy at. Here, its whole army's coming up against the wall. In Warhammer Fantasy, it's like I got 30 guys with rocks. If I bring more plastic home, wife is killing me. She's shooting for a squad of sisters of battle about 10 minutes ago. Mm-hmm. Revenge out of Rome's siege of Carthage. Whoa. Yeah, very much like Total War. Oh, I know what I've been forgetting. There's a little. All right, I'll do all the shields and stuff, and then we'll go right back through with a quick pass for all the bracers and things. I normally do those gold as well. Go back through with a smaller brush. This one is starting to get rather frayed. Okay, where'd you get the models of these? I believe these are from Forest Dragon. They have quite a few fantasy-inspired armies. Okay, so that's all the shields and helmets. Things in there, so let's go through. Now let's do all of the bracers. Fortunately, it's not that many you can see from the front. Yeah, no problem. Do. Almost done. Almost done. Okay, now for the fun part, we get to go through and do hair. And that is the absolute last step before we start doing the oil wash, which we don't do tonight. Alright, Not Stag. Have a good night. Okay, so we go this one. Oh no! Get back up here. Alright, so we're going to start with we're going to do some burnished red, hard leather, a little bit of grim black, and then some pallid bone for the blondes. So, well, actually, let's go lightest to darkest. So we'll just randomly pick out some dwarves. For this one, the drum head, we'll do pallid bone for now. Save that one. And that one. Drum head. You. You. And you. This one. This one. Okay, blondes are done. Okay. This is covered up. Okay. This guy. Sorry, I'm being so quiet. I'm just kind of like, oh, we're in overtime right now. We're so close. I'll do you too. Okay, there's the leather colored hair. Then we go to burnished red. We got 2 left on that are not done. Right. One more. We got some black beards in there. It's just the one on that one. Did all those too. All right. That is 6 stands of 10mm dwarfs done. Now, they don't look it yet. So this is what they look like right now. Just paint and speed, just blah, 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 just speed paint on them. But once they get hit with the oil wash, they come out looking like this. Oh, again with the cat hairs. Good God. So these, I did the shield. The big difference, I did the shield things on there. These silver, these I did in gold. Like I said, it could be 2 separate regiments. The bases aren't done yet. That's just what the oil wash does to the base. It was white. So it will just get added to my regiment box here. There they are, right next to the rest of them. And then later on this week, I'm going to work on the rest of the Dwarf Air Force over there. Well, I did. It's going to be around the same color. I've already done some of them over here. I went real heavy on the oil wash on these because this was actually early days of me figuring out how it all worked. So there's that, and then I really like the way those the blimp tops turn. We call it how they come out like that. So yeah, these are going to be my regiment Sky City Dwarves. These are going to be the big ones. Are going to be the ironclads. These here are going to be the one in the middle. Those, and then the bombers are going to be the ones in the middle. And then I'll use the gyrocopters as the little gunships. Let's see what we got. Another regiment of shooters. So overall, it's going to have 12 stands of rifles, 12 stands of combat guys, and lots of planes. Lots of their airships. So that is going to do it for me tonight, guys. Thanks for sticking around. Whew. I'm going to head to bed because, good Lord, I need it. I'll catch you all on Thursday for the live stream where we're going to be doing, we're going to be finishing up some of the bugs. I was able to get some bases on these for the Beetles. And, oh, the big one. Oh, the 10mm stuff compared to the size of this. Thud. Yeah. This is going to be good. Alright, guys. Hope you have fun playing OPR wherever you are, and we'll catch you later. Good night.